Hi guys, it's Adam Zulqarneyn, and in this video I'm going to explain to you what keywords are, why they're so important for your Amazon business, and how you can find the right keywords using Helium 10 for your Amazon PPC campaigns. Using the right keywords in your listings and your advertising is absolutely essential if you want your Amazon business to succeed. So let's get started. What are keywords? Keywords are specific words or phrases that you include in your product listing to make it discoverable. They are also the words that you choose to bid on in your advertising campaigns. Keywords become search terms when users enter those specific words or phrases into Amazon's search engines. Search terms are what customers actually type into the Amazon search bar. When a customer is looking for a product on Amazon, they type in what they're searching for in the Amazon search bar. Amazon then matches the customer's search term to the keywords that you've included in your listing. And that's how they decide whether to show your product to the customer. And this is the same process when it comes to PPC ads on Amazon. You have these keywords in your campaigns that you bid on. And then depending on the match type you choose to refine your campaign with is what result, i.e. search term, will appear. Now let's move on to why keywords are so important for your Amazon business. Well, if you know which keywords customers use in order to try and find your product, then you can very easily build your Amazon listing and gear your advertising strategy in line with those keywords. Let me give you a live example. I'm going to type in a customer search term, which is bedside lamp, and these are the results that appear. Amazon has matched these products with my search term. Now, as you can see, these products here are sponsored products and the rest are organic search results, meaning Amazon has positioned them there based on a variety of factors such as sales, conversion rate, reviews, etc. Now, the sponsored listing, either they're running an automatic campaign or they're either targeting this keyword as an exact phrase or broad match type, and then Amazon is matching my search to these products. So these listings and the organic positioned listings should be indexing for this keyword in order for the listing to be shown. A piece of advice: the better optimized your listing is and the more relevant your product is to the customer's search, the more visibility your product is likely to get, which means you have a higher likelihood of receiving clicks and more sales. All the keywords you target and advertise should be relevant to the product you sell. So how do we find the right keywords? And how do we know which ones will work best? We create our keyword list by simply emailing Jeff Bezos to send us a list of the most profitable keywords for our product, and he usually replies within 24 hours. I'm only kidding. That's not what we do. We do use an amazing tool called Helium 10. Helium 10, in my opinion, is one of my favorite and one of the most powerful tools for Amazon sellers, for keyword research and PPC in general. And if it wasn't for the amazing features and tools that they've developed, I wouldn't have been able to build my 8-figure Amazon business without it. Now, if you don't currently have access to this tool, I want to be upfront with you. I'm an affiliate and I can offer you an exclusive 20% off for the first 6 months. You can either click on the link in the comments or use Adam20 when you check out. So now you have a fantastic opportunity to get the ball rolling, get some keyword research, and really take advantage of this amazing offer. Okay, so let's get into some keyword research. But before I do that, I want to ask you a question, and please pause the video and take a moment to think about what I'm going to ask. What is one of the most important aspects of conducting keyword research when it comes to creating a listing or using them in your PPC? It's relevancy. How relevant the keywords are to your product. The more relevant you are, the better the chance you have of succeeding with your advertising and on Amazon in general. When your product is highly relevant to the keywords you're targeting, you have an increased likelihood of succeeding not only in your advertising efforts, but also in establishing a strong and profitable presence on Amazon. So thinking with this in mind, let me switch my screen and give you a live walkthrough of one of the methods we use to identify exactly what people are searching on Amazon to find our products. So firstly, you want to head over to Amazon and search your highest, most relevant keyword into the search bar. This is basically your main keyword for your product, and the reason you want to do this is so that you can identify your best-selling, most relevant products that are exactly the same or very similar to your product. What you're looking to find here are your direct competitors. So I'm going to go onto Amazon as an example, and I'm going to search bedside lamp because this is my example product. So once the search results appear, we want to scroll past the sponsored listings, and then we just want to have a quick look at the organic search results because these are the best products that are ranking for this keyword. So I'm going to skip past the first 4 because these products are appearing in these positions because they're paying for them. We want to focus on the organically positioned products. So step 2 is to identify 10 of our most similar best-selling competitors, because what we are going to do next is extract the data from the listings using Helium 10's Cerebro reverse ASIN tool. One thing to keep in mind is that the closer the products you select are to your own product, the more relevant the results will appear that align with your product. For example, if your product is a bedside lamp and you type in lamp or black lamp, you're going to find that the search results that appear are different types of variations of lamps compared to what your product is, which is a bedside lamp. So you could end up finding products like floor lamps, smart lamps, LED lamps, and the problem with this is that although these products are similar to your product in some way, shape or form, they will have different keywords and searches that people use to identify them for which your product is not related to. So for the next step, we're going to click on the Helium 10 extension and then run X-ray. Once the results have loaded up, we want to start at the top of the list and first remove the listings that are sponsored because we want to only focus on the organically positioned ASINs. So I'm going to scroll down the list and you'll see that these products have SP next to them, which means sponsored product. So I'm going to apply a filter and hide the sponsored products from the result. Now that we have the data for the organically positioned ASINs in front of us, we want to filter it a little bit more just so that it's easier for us to view the data. So we want to click on customize and then deselect brand, sellers, country, fees, active sellers, size, buy box, fulfillment, and other things like the dimension, the weight, and the creation date. Basically the options that are irrelevant for the keyword research process. So all we should have in front of us is the relevant data related to the performance of product. Okay, so now you can hopefully see all the data on the screen without scrolling left and right. And now I'm going to filter sales from highest to lowest, and we can begin creating our list from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to work through the list and select all the products which I think are relevant and closely related to my product. So here I'm looking for the top 10 products that are similar to mine for the next process. So let's do sales highest to lowest so that I can see the best performers. You can also always click into the product if you want to find out more details about it to see whether it's similar to yours and how it looks from its images. But if you do want to go ahead and do that, you should open it in another tab, otherwise it'll go straight into that product on the same tab and then you'll lose all the work that you've done. Sometimes you might see in the sales and revenue section that it doesn't actually show the details about how the product is performing in Helium 10, and I don't actually know why that is. So if I show you here, for example, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this product here has a super low bestseller rank and it's got a few thousand reviews. It's got no sales and revenue figures on X-ray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick sneak peek of the listing to see what Amazon says about the product, because it's got 2,000 reviews and it's got a rank of 633 in the category. Okay, so I'm going to click into this. So how many people bought this product? As per Amazon's direct data, it shows 4,000 plus bought this month. So that's good for me. If there's any products that I've selected that have less sales than this product, I'm going to deselect the ones with the lowest sales and make room for these ones because the other results are lower than this. Okay, so let me go back to X-ray and select my picks. And once I've got my list of 10, the next step is to run Cerebro. It should take a few seconds for the system to fetch the keywords, and once it's done, I'm going to go ahead and first select at the top, exclude variations, and then I'm going to hit get keywords again. And this is just so that we can keep this as closely aligned to my product as possible. I don't want to be looking for any other variations. At this moment in time, while I'm launching my product or while it's in its early stages on Amazon, I want my targeting to be as specific as possible. Once I hit get keywords, what Helium 10 is going to do is it's going to extract all the keywords from these 10 ASINs that they're all ranking for and appearing for in their listings. And this is going to be super helpful because it tells us exactly what's working for our direct competitors. And we can go ahead and use these keywords to our advantage and create advertising campaigns to grow our product. With this method, you can cut out the initial process of starting your PPC off with automatic campaigns, which a lot of newbies do. There's no need to start with an automatic campaign because the purpose of the auto campaign is to search for new targets. We don't need to do that as we're doing the process here. This helps you in your PPC, it can help with your SEO, and it will help with your organic performance. Okay, so the results are here, and you can see we have 20,620 keywords. Now, of course, I can't use all 20,000 keywords in my PPC or my listing. And the other thing is, not all these terms would be relevant to me. There could be keywords with high volume, like cheap lamps, small table lamp, and so on. These are some terms that I wouldn't want to target in my PPC. And my product certainly isn't a cheap product or a small lamp. So I don't want to be using these keywords in my listing or my PPC. So what I need to do is narrow these search results down to cut out a lot of these irrelevant terms. So how we do this is we apply some advanced filters at the top so that we can cut through the crap and really clean up and focus on the key phrases to use for our purpose. So firstly, we're going to select match type and then organic. What this will do is basically the search results that appear will be related to how the product is performing in terms of organic keyword ranking on Amazon. So when we choose organic, instead of leaving it unchecked, Celebro will filter the results based on the keywords that are driving organic traffic and sales for these products. Then we're going to add the minimum word count to 2. And the reason for this is so that it cuts out either too broad or just random words. So maybe one of the keywords could be desk, or it could just be a color or something or a word that might be used with our main keyword like table. So what this will do is it'll refine the list so that each keyword is now a minimum of 2 words. Then we want to head over to the search volume and we want to identify keywords with a reasonable amount of searches. So for this, I'd suggest putting a minimum of 500, and this is so that we can cut out all the small search volume keywords and really hone in on the keywords that are making the money for these competitors. Please do bear in mind, this number can change depending on your product and niche. If it's a less competitive category with lower search volumes, then perhaps you want to drop that down to 300 or 250. But as a rule of thumb, 500 is a good base. Once I do that, you'll see, okay, wow, so from over 20,000 keywords right down to 2,000. The next filter we want to apply is the relative rank, and we want to put a minimum of 5. When you do this, you're basically instructing the system to essentially display keywords that these products are performing well for in terms of ranking on Amazon. So by filtering it to 5, this is going to filter the results to display the keywords that these products consistently rank in the top 5 for. Guys, do you remember before how irrelevant some of these keywords were? Now, if you look at this refined list, you'll see that a lot of these keywords are related to our product. And this list that we have now is way more relevant than before. And here's another thing. If you want to have some more search to play with perhaps some higher search volume keywords, you can always filter the relative rank to 3. And there you can see that it's gone from 89 keywords, we've gone up to 271 filtered keywords. And this is really about the performance and about you analyzing the keywords to see which ones would work best in your strategy. Okay, so if I go back to the relative rank of 5, we now have 89 filtered keywords that we can practically use for our PPC strategy. The next step is to go even further with the filtering, and this time because it's obvious we're not going to be launching 90 keywords at once, and there's still a chance that some of these keywords are not 100% related to us. So we want to still keep the advertising targets closely aligned, and this time instead of applying a filter like we did from the top, we want to just scroll through the keywords that we are left with, and any keywords that you think are not related to your product or they're slightly too broad, we want to remove them from the results.
Now let's sort it largest search volume to lowest, and the first one you can see is desk lamps for home office. As I look down the list, the third one down is bedroom light, and that's one which I think I don't want to be targeting because there's so many types of lights. It could be decoration lights, it could be an actual light bulb, it could be them fancy lights on the wall or coloured lights. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. The next one below is a bit weird because I'm not quite sure what farmhouse lamp is. Maybe because I'm in the UK, this might be a US term, or I've just never heard of a farmhouse lamp. So anyways, I'm going to click into that one to see what products come up on Amazon, just so I have a better idea of what it is. And after checking the results on Amazon, I can see that this product is different to mine. My lamp isn't a farmhouse lamp, so I want to remove that keyword. I'm also going to remove table lamps set of 2 because mine is a single lamp. And like this, I'm going to filter down the results and really cut out the keywords that are not specific to my product. Because at the end of the day, a desk lamp is a desk lamp. But if mine isn't a set of 2 or it isn't a specific style, even though the keyword has a decent search volume, I do not want to be targeting it. I hope that makes sense. Now that we have this list in front of us, you can see here at the bottom, there's a second page. So it's up to us now to go through the list to see what keywords we want to use.
We can incorporate them into our listing to index for them and to gain maximum visibility. We can use them for our Amazon PPC campaigns to create exact broad and sponsored brands advertising campaigns. And the real beauty is that in such a short period of time, we were able to identify our closest competitors and reconstruct their keyword strategy on Amazon. So now we have this list of our most relevant, highest priority keywords, and now we can make the most out of them with our PPC. Guys, I hope this tutorial has helped you. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you found any value in what I've shared with you today, like and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.